Okay, hello, I'm back again and we're going to look at more of these examples, but this time I've got 1 over x take away 3. So we're going to see how this negative 3 affects the graph. Now we know that it all goes down 1, so the down 3, that's a translation, down 3. So how do we actually do the mathematics behind it? So first of all we've got to find our horizontal asymptote. So we write our horizontal asymptote. There we go. And now for that one, we've got to look when x approaches infinity. So if we think about this, this is a huge number. So if that's a huge number under there, this is going to be like 0.0000. So if this is a 0.0001, then that's going to be like negative 2.99. So it's going to come close to this side. So that means that y will approach 3 from above, because because this is a little bit positive, it's going to put it as 2.99, so it's going to come from this side. So as x approaches in, where am I? Here we go. So, as x approaches infinity, this one's going to approach 3 from above. So if that's my 3, it's going to approach it from that side. Now, if I go x is negative infinity, what's y going to approach? So if we think about this, this is a negative value. Oops, I forgot to put the negative in there. That doesn't look very clear, so let's fix that up. It's not going to rub out. There we go. Negative infinity, sorry. And if that's a negative number in there, so that's, say, negative 1,000, this is going to be negative 0.000. So this is going to make the 3 more negative. So it's going to take the 3 from below. So that means our horizontal asymptote is going to be y equals, oops, forgot that, negative 3 is going to be negative 3. So there we go. So we've got our y asymptote. Now I'm going to just pause it and I'll draw in my asymptote. Okay, so I've just drawn in my asymptote over here. So if we think about that, as x approaches infinity, we've got it's approaching negative 3 from above. So we've got our line there. As x approaches negative infinity, it's going to approach from underneath. So I'm going to put my little arrows there. So I've got that part done. Now I need my vertical asymptote, and just got my green. So my vertical asymptote. Now this time my x is going to approach. Now what's my x going to approach? It can't equal 0, so I forgot to write that down up here. So we know that x cannot equal 0. Okay, so it's going to approach 0 from above. So that's this side. So as x approaches 0 here, so if this is a tiny weeny number, okay, it's going to be a huge number here. Okay, so if this is like 0.000, that's going to be 1,000. So 1,000 take 3 is not going to make that much difference. So it means that y is going to be a huge number, and so it's going to approach infinity. So remember, if this is a little number here, that makes that huge. So, you know, if it's 1,000, take away a small number, it's still going to be 1,000. Or 1,000,000, take away a tiny number, it's still going to be 1,000,000, pretty close to it anyway. So now we've got x is going to approach 0 from below. So that's this side here. So this is going to be like a negative a tiny number. So a negative a tiny number is going to be a huge negative number. So it's going to go down that way. So y is going to approach negative infinity. So now if I draw these in, so as it approaches 0 from above, this is going to approach way up here. So I'm going to put my little arrow in there. as x approaches 0 from below, so that's here, it's going to approach negative infinity, so that's way down here. But I haven't got a way down there, so I'm just going to put a little arrow there. Now I can join them up. So there we go there. Join them up there. Now I haven't finished, because what I've got to do is either put in an extra point or find out what this intercept is. So this intercept is when, what have we got? When y equals 0. So when y equals 0, okay, so remember here's this. So I can find out when y equals 0, or I can just put in another inner value. So how about I just put in a value of 1? Let's make it easy. Oh, actually no, we should find our intercepts. So if y equals 0, so we want to find our x-intercept. That's when y equals 0. So 0 equals 1 over x, take 3. So 1 over x will equal 3. So x, if I flip all that, equals 1/3. So that point there will be 1/3. Okay. I could find an extra point, but I've got enough information there as well. Okay, I'll leave that example there. Okay, cheers.